A Mexican judge has cleared a man of abducting and sexually assaulting a 17-year-old woman. Now, this is Diego Cruz. Now, Cruz was one of 4 wealthy young men involved in a controversial case nicknamed on social media the Lost Porkies case. Now, these 4 men, which included Diego, were basically accused of abducting a female classmate who was 17 at the time after a New Year's party on January 1st of 2015. Now, this happened in the Mexican coastal city of Veracruz. Now, the judge, Anuar Gonzalez, had ruled in this case that although Cruz was accused of touching the victim's breasts and penetrating her genitals with his fingers, he had, quote, acted without carnal intent and so was not culpable, according to The Guardian. So now wait a minute. What does that even mean? He didn't have carnal intent. So he fondled this woman and gets away with it. Well, because that wasn't his intent. It wasn't his intent to fondle her, or it wasn't his intent to fondle her in a sexual way. Well, how do you not fondle someone in a sexual way? I don't understand this ruling. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Now, 2 of the other 3 suspects are also accused of doing the same to the victim. Now, the judge also found that, quote, while the victim was forced into the car of one of the alleged attackers, she was, in his estimation, never helpless during the incident. Oh, she could have left at any time. Really? So, wait a minute. What part of being forced into someone's car is not okay? You force somebody into your car with the intent to sexually assault them. How does that not make you helpless? If you are forced into something, how are you not helpless to escape? This doesn't make any sense. You are helpless because you are forced to be there by 4 people. In this case, 4 men. Come on. It doesn't make any sense. How can you rule that she wasn't helpless? This seems very, very grotesque. But like everything, this comes down to, I think, partly money and power. Now, Veracruz has some real issues. Okay. Now, these 4 individuals are wealthy. The government in that area is quite corrupt. In fact, police have been known for using sexual assault to intimidate victims into confessing for crimes that they did not commit. So this is bad, right? It's bad in Veracruz. There's also drug cartel violence. A bunch of women went missing in the middle of this violence. And you also had the former governor, run off with a bunch of money. So this is terrible. So essentially, there seems to be very little law and order in this place. So now, come to the justice system. Well, these judges, when there's no established law, well, they're going to end up ruling in favor of those who have money and power. So basically what this means is that if you're a powerful person, you can get away with abducting and sexually assaulting a 17-year-old girl with impunity. Hey, if you're rich and powerful, go ahead. Yeah, have fun. Have fun, buddy. We're going to let you off. We're going to let you walk. That's what's going on here. And look, we see some of the same things here, by the way. You had Brock Turner, for example, who was caught raping a woman behind a dumpster. You know what he got? He walked. He got a probation. That's it. Now, in some places in Mexico, it actually seems to be possibly worse. Now, what I want to do is I want to read a post from the victim that she posted on Facebook about this whole issue. She said, quote, "I'm not hiding. I've gone drinking. I've gone to parties. I've worn short skirts like many girls my age do. And for that, I'm going to be judged. For that, I deserve what happened." Well, let's be clear. Nobody deserves that. Classic victim blaming, right? And it says essentially saying, in order to cover for the wealthy, that girl was asking for it. And that it's not really sexual assault if he didn't enjoy it. See, by that logic, you could say, well, is it not rape if you don't come as a man? Is it really rape? Yes, it is rape, but that's the logic here. See, in this, there's also no room for the female perspective. See, she was violated by these men, but they don't care. Why? Look at the perspective. It's for my pleasure. And if I wasn't specifically enjoying it, which is the argument that they used, well then, was it really sexual assault? Was it sexual in nature if I actually wasn't enjoying it in a sexual way? Yes. Yes, it is sexual assault because you're violating this woman's private parts, her genitals. That's what you're doing. It's violation. See, women don't just exist for a man's sexual pleasure. I know this is hard for some people to hear, but it's true. There's so many different things wrong with this case. The fact that the judge is essentially placing the blame on the victim when it's so obvious that the person who attacked her, the men who attacked her, are the abusers, and then refusing the judge going after the powerful because of the fact that they are rich and powerful is sickening. There's just so much wrong with this case. Now, some of you might be asking why, or might have asked before, why feminism is important, right? Why do feminists exist? Women got it pretty good, right? At least in the United States. Well, because women all over the world, and yes, even in the United States, still face some of these issues. You have sexual assault, rape, victim blaming, and a justice system that tends to favor rich and powerful men. That's why that's important. And all that stuff exists, whether you want to believe that it does or not. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.